Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are completely rethinking our daily protein sources. When we were digging into the source material for this one, we found some facts that absolutely blew our minds about what actually fuels our bodies best. If you've ever felt, kind of locked into the same old dietary habits, well, this Explainer is going to open up some entirely new and frankly delicious doors for you. Are commercial eggs really the ultimate daily protein source? Look, we all know protein is absolutely vital, right? It's the engine for increasing muscle mass and promoting muscle repair. When you eat it, your metabolism shoots right up, helping burn fat, keeping you full, and even giving you glowing skin and strong hair, all while lowering arthritis risk. But that brings us to a massive question based on the sources we reviewed. Are commercial eggs actually the ultimate default for our daily protein? Well, the benefits of protein are totally clear. The source material points out a really stark contrast. Commercial eggs might not be the heroes we've been led to believe. Modern studies highlighted in the research show that hens living in adverse conditions produce eggs that are significantly lower in nutrition. Plus, there's the constant injection of antibiotics into these hens to prevent sickness. Our sources link this practice to making large human populations resistant to antibiotics. And get this, there are even studies showing that eating more than one egg a day can increase the risk of diabetes by a whopping 23%. 6 grams. That is the amount of protein you get in a standard commercial egg. It seems promising at first glance, right? But today, we're going to use this 6-gram metric as our baseline. We're going to measure it against 5 superior plant-based alternatives that can do a whole lot more for your body. So let's kick off our countdown at number 5, power pulses, specifically urad and mung dal. In stark contrast to the diabetes risks associated with heavy egg consumption, our source material highlights that eating lentils daily actually reduces the risk of diabetes by 20%. And honestly, it's really easy to see why they're so powerful. Just a simple bowl, like one single katori of green mung dal, gives you 14 grams of protein. Urad dal gives you 15 grams. Paired with a couple of chapatis, a steaming bowl of dal immediately doubles or even triples the protein of our 6-gram egg baseline. Plus, it gets readily digested by both kids and adults, whether you eat it as a regular dal, sprouts, or even a chila.
But it's not just about the macros. Urad dal is absolutely packed with vital micronutrients. It delivers magnesium to help relax your muscles, manganese to provide deep body strength, and zinc, which actually helps boost testosterone. It's no wonder that in Ayurveda, black urad dal is called mash, which literally means that which helps build muscle. Oh, and if you're worried about it being heavy to digest, the source notes a really great tip. Just add some hing and tej patar while cooking, and your body absorbs it easily.
Moving right along to number 4, bhuna chana, also known as roasted chickpeas. Indian wrestlers swear by this stuff for superior plant protein, and the math completely proves why. You get a whopping 22 grams of protein in just 100 grams of bhuna chana. And because it's roasted, it's completely free from the anti-nutrients that normally hinder protein absorption. Modern studies have even recognized that the quality of this protein is vastly superior to a lot of other plant proteins out there. So instead of munching on processed chips, a handful of this, complete with the skin for maximum fiber, does absolute wonders for you. And this actually builds into an amazing dietary hack. When you powder that bhuna chana, you get sattu. This is India's famous 100% natural answer to artificial whey proteins, which, let's be honest, are often loaded with artificial sweeteners. Just one scoop of sattu yields 7 grams of easily absorbed protein, plus loads of iron, calcium, magnesium, and folate. You can mix it into a refreshing drink or use it as a filling for pranthas. It's low on the glycemic index and totally natural. Now, coming in at number 3 on our Explainer countdown, milk and dairy products. Just think about a comforting post-workout shake for a second. A glass of milk, a scoop of that chana sattu we just talked about, maybe sweetened with a banana. Studies show a drink like this after a workout decreases muscle damage, promotes rapid repair, increases strength, and significantly reduces muscle soreness. The sheer versatility of dairy is what makes it so powerful. Just one single glass of milk gives you 10 grams of quality protein, alongside vitamin D, B12, CLA, and omega-3 fatty acids. Turn it into dahi, or curd, and you get 7 grams per katori. Squeeze a lemon into boiling milk, and you create paneer, which delivers around 20 grams of protein per 100 grams. Dairy is just packed with protein enablers that help build lean muscle mass and reduce body fat. Hitting number 2 on the list, green peas. Now, Ayurveda suggests having these at lunch due to their slightly gassy nature, But please, don't let that fool you. These little green gems are an absolute dietary powerhouse hiding in plain sight. They are what's called a complete protein. And guys, this is incredibly rare in the plant kingdom. A complete protein means it contains all 9 essential amino acids that the human body requires but cannot make on its own. This is exactly why pea protein is a prime, top-tier choice for modern vegan protein powders. Just 1 cup gives you 9 grams of quality protein. Plus, it helps reduce blood sugar levels. The scientific backing on this is wild. The source highlights a 2015 study that enrolled 161 males, splitting them into a pea protein group, a whey protein group, and a placebo group. The result? The muscle growth in the pea protein group was completely equal to the whey protein group. No difference. So imagine a serving of Mutton paneer, green peas and cottage cheese. You are easily looking at 25 grams of highly effective muscle-building protein in one single meal.
And finally, taking the #1 spot in our protein explainer, peanuts.
When you compare them to fancy options like almonds, cashews, or walnuts, earthy and accessible peanuts actually contain the absolute highest amount of protein. Just one single handful provides 7 grams of protein. And while they're definitely a primary source of healthy fats, modern science recognizes their incredible protein power. The studies reviewed show peanut powder actually increases muscle mass and strength while decreasing body fat. Plus, while consuming heavy non-vegetarian proteins can sometimes increase heart disease risks, eating peanuts regularly lowers the risk of heart disease by 13%. You just need to be mindful of portions, right? The sweet spot is about 15 to 20 peanuts or 2 spoons of peanut butter a day. So that brings us to the big picture, your actual daily protein needs. What do you actually need? We live in a world absolutely obsessed with high protein, but it's time to look at what science actually dictates. Let's walk through this realistic 1,800-calorie daily menu from the source material. Say you have 2 paranthas with curd for breakfast, aloo matar with 3 chapatis for lunch, dal rice for dinner, and maybe half a glass of milk at night. This simple, everyday diet effortlessly supplies approximately 43 grams of protein according to the famous 22-year China study. Depending on your activity level, only 5 to 10% of your daily calorie intake actually needs to come from protein. As you can see, a standard, well-balanced diet meets this requirement with literally 0 stress. To synthesize all of this, let's look at the Ayurvedic approach highlighted in the source. Ayurveda doesn't really look at macronutrients in isolation. Instead, its focus is on overall food digestibility. Because protein is relatively hard for the human body to digest, an unhealthy obsession with consuming massive amounts of high protein can actually harm the body over time. It's really about balance, proper absorption, and your overall wellness. We've seen the data, we've broken down the alternatives, and we've mapped out exactly how easily a normal diet hits those targets. So I leave you with this. Knowing how effectively and deliciously these 5 plant foods meet your body's needs, will you rethink your daily protein paradigm? Thank you for joining me on The Explainer, and keep questioning what's on your plate.